Hello again.
Hello.
For the last time in the 2018-2019 season, it's ya boys, and we're here with your college football preview. Championship edition.
Yes, championship edition. I think this is the second year in a row that we've done it on a day that I'm just totally hungover.
Really?
Tradition.
I think it just happens.
Yeah.
It just happens. The final bowl games, UCF couldn't deliver without their quarterback.
No. They hung in there for a while.
Yeah.
But the guy I can never remember his name, the new quarterback.
Yeah.
He missed like his last 10, 12 throws, and like that's pretty much a death sentence right there.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, Georgia opted not to show. No matter how hard Kirby Smart tried to convince us that my guys aren't mad that they're not in the playoff. They're not mad. They're mad. They were very mad.
Texas played really well, though. I gotta give them some credit until they started just like cheap shotting everybody in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, for real.
What the fuck was that about?
I think I've been floating this theory the last few days. I think we've entered the age of douchebaggery in college football.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we're fully into it.
Yeah, I mean the LSU guys were taking cheap shots at UCF. It's like you just beat a team from the American Conference.
Yeah, you need to like fucking flaunt it that you won, and you by like giving somebody a possible concussion or something.
Yeah, we beat them. We beat UCF. Like,
cool, man.
Cool. Did you beat anybody in the SEC? Well, some. We beat Missouri. Yeah. Did they even beat Missouri? God knows.
I think this is my neighbor.
Yeah. Do they want this parking spot? Are they pulling into their driveway?
I don't know. They usually park here.
Oh, here, I'll roll it back.
Should we pause it? All right, leave it running.
We'll be good. Well, here, fine. We'll pause. Be back in a sec.
Oh, and we're back.
We're back.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else did we have on New Year's Day? Oh, a terrible Rose Bowl.
Oh, that was.
So we kind of saw that coming,
and we got treated to the Urban Meyer has overcome so many obstacles this season, fucking over and over and over and over
obstacles. Again. You know what? If you want to read about Urban Meyer's obstacles and the obstacles of other coaches who make $4+ million a year, hop on to Deadspin. read their preview of the 150 years of college football.
Yeah,
and well,
it's just gonna be ESPN. Kissing the ass of all of college football. And, you know, we love college football.
I love college football.
But
we are ready to admit
all the bullshit cannot just be like...
Yeah, it's not part of the sport. It doesn't have to be.
Exactly. It's not... What Urban Meyer fucking dealt with this year should not be talked about like he overcame like an injury or something.
No.
Like, that's so dumb.
No. After years of getting the best players and doing what you should do with the best players, which is win.
Yeah.
That's not really an obstacle. Come back. There we go. And neither is having a guy on your staff who's a wife beater. I mean, that's not really an obstacle either.
Well, so we say goodbye to that particular piece of garbage.
Yep. So goodbye, Urban. You gave us a wonderful memory of the famous Papa John's in the basement.
I will never forget that.
Or Michigan State Stadium. I can't even remember now.
I think it might have been in an NFL stadium.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So that's something I will cherish. I'll take with me to the grave.
That was wonderful, truly.
Play that. Project that at my funeral, John.
Oh yeah. Hope the Pac-12 managed to not embarrass themselves, much to my dismay.
I don't know, man.
I mean, there was
wasn't there like
there was some
I think in the span of 3 days or 2 days
they won by 1 point.
Well, in the span of 2 days there were bowl games featuring Cal, Stanford, and Oregon.
Yeah.
And I think they scored a combined 14 points.
I think you're right. Yeah, because Oregon
or something like that.
Well, Oregon may have scored more.
No, Oregon scored. They won 7-6.
Oh yeah, they did win 7-6.
And I think maybe it was
Stanford
maybe it was like
20.
Maybe it was like 24 points total or 21. Either way. It's just another bad bowl season for the Pac-12.
I mean, but at the end of the day, they'll say, "Look at the wins."
Exactly. Stanford won and Oregon won. So
even though they both probably should have lost,
Cal should have won, and it was just this. We already talked about that. But the sloppiest, greatest, terrible game I've ever seen.
Utah let one of the greatest comebacks in college football bowl game history happen, which was mainly by defensive points, but
which is crazy.
It was a pretty embarrassing game for them, which is a bummer because they're probably one of the better teams in the Pac-12, and they got embarrassed. And
all of this Pac-12 mediocrity is just making me more looking forward to Cal potentially rising above and trying to win the North next year.
Yeah. So if Cliff Kingsbury, I know you're about to back out of your USC deal.
That's so fun. Why
would you want to go to the NFL? Come to Cal, baby.
If he wanted an NFL job, why did he even take the USC job?
Well, because he didn't think he would be a candidate for NFL jobs, rightfully so. Why would he?
I guess.
And yet, then suddenly all these teams want interviews. It's like, well, Cliff's like, I'm more than happy to take advantage of stupid teams.
And now USC's not letting him do interviews, and so now he might have to like pay his own buyout, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Lynn Swan's really getting on my nerves nowadays. Like, okay, he won't fire Clay Helton. He won't let the offensive coordinator he just hired, which tells me he thinks, oh, I don't have to fire Clay if I just get this offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a coaching solution. All right.
You're not coaching at all, man. You're just
that's not how you fix a team.
No.
And it's also not I
don't know how he's kept that job for so long. Probably because the boosters like him, if we're being real.
The boosters like him and Lynn likes him. And
I meant Lynn.
Oh, yeah. And it doesn't matter that he doesn't win. As long as he gets into bowl games. Did they make a bowl? No,
they did not. Well, no, they had to beat Cal and they didn't. And then they had to beat UCLA and they didn't.
Yeah, if they don't get into a bowl game next year, things are going to get real dicey down in the USC athletic office.
Good.
People are going to be pushing over tables.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, same. I'm looking for another Cal win over USC next year.
Oh God, I got a little taste of it, and now I just want more.
Yep,
I'm addicted.
It's going to be good. And we get to play them up here next time.
That's right. All right, should we talk about the Natty?
Yes. Hello. And
from the beautiful rainy Bay Area.
Yeah, it's pouring rain here. That field's going to be moist tomorrow.
Oh, man. As bad as that
could work in Clemson's favor.
You think so?
Maybe. Well, no, because Bama can run the ball.
True. They've got a stable of running backs.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's going to be interesting because Tua hasn't really had to play in rain.
I hope it's just a slop fest and both teams are equally affected by it.
You know what? At the bare minimum,
that field is a mess even on nice sunny days.
Oh yeah. And this rain is going to make it fun. So this game is going to be more watchable than it otherwise would have been, I think.
And by tomorrow, the tickets might be down to like $60. We should just go.
Yeah, I saw people writing articles that were like, "Oh, college football's on the decline. The prices to get in went from $1,500 to $150." I'm like, well,
it's like, well, look, there's a lot of factors at play here.
Have you been to Levi Stadium?
Yeah, there's a lot of factors at play here. Chief among them, that it's at Levi Stadium in the middle of a city that nobody wants to go to, in the middle of an area that largely doesn't care about college football.
Yeah. You'd be hard-pressed to find anybody like us here.
Yeah.
That's why me and Eamon mainly are the only ones we can confide in.
That's why we don't have any friends, man. That's why we never... That's why it's just
why we just do this show.
Yeah. It's a sad life.
You saw that our boy wasn't even interested.
Schwartzy? Yeah, he
was like in and out.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever.
And we were at In and Out.
Yeah, we were at In and Out, and he was in and out. And, well, he was also in and out because he was high, but he was...
Emma never has any opinions on college football.
No. She'll watch the occasional UCF game with me, but beyond that, that's it. So...
My sister didn't want to come on and talk college football. It's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, Siobhan wouldn't join us, which might be because I keep taking swings at the Pac-12 refs, and she does work for the Pac-12. But...
Anyways, yeah, this just all of that, and the fact that we've seen this championship game 4 times now.
No, three times. Well, okay, so 3
this will
times
be the 4th,
in the finals.
Right? Oh, yeah.
This will be the 3rd time.
Oh, yeah, okay,
and we saw a semifinal game.
Gotcha. Yeah, we've seen this matchup a lot lately.
Yeah, we have. We've seen it once a year for the last 4 years.
Yeah, this year included.
Yeah, this year included, and
So that's why.
Yeah.
And maybe that is a larger problem with college football, is that it's, the top 2 teams are just so far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, and you could tell stories, though. ESPN showed me that you could tell stories about showing the highlight from the 2014 championship game between FSU and Auburn, which was the last BCS championship. And they were like, "Oh, it was such a good game." I'm like, that game was never close.
Yeah,
that was like.
I think we're remembering different games here.
Yeah, so it's at the end of the day. I mean, you could tell a story and be like, "Hey, look at that score! It was so close." You know, they'll be like, "Oh, the 2019 Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
that was such a close game." Like, not really, but.
Well, and the game 2 years ago where Deshaun Watson threw the winning touchdown pass, that was a legitimately great game. Came right down to the wire. Yeah.
And that goes to show when Alabama has to play a team that's as good as they are, they generally lose.
Yeah, we were just looking at the line for this game, and it's Alabama favored by 5.5, which I have to think, I don't remember exactly, but I have to think that's their smallest line to win this year.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Vegas factored in the weather for that.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe. See if that changes at all by tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow it's going to rain a little bit. Yeah, I mean,
and Clemson is without their like star defensive lineman, the one who was suspended for the last game.
Though the guy who filled in for him against Notre Dame,
he was
Shrek.
Yeah, he was absolutely just demolished them. So that just goes to show, like, and that's another thing about Bama and Clemson is like their second units are probably still better than the rest of their respective conferences. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I saw an article today that was like. Sweeney and Saban, no regrets about being better than everyone else. I'm like, well,
it's like, no, they don't. Of course they don't have regrets.
The bonuses keep coming in, baby.
They're getting paid massive salaries. They're wildly successful in their field. No, I'd say they shouldn't have any regrets.
I think they're gonna be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we culminate in the same way we've culminated many college football championships, or all of the playoff championships with Alabama. I don't know. I mean, the rain is our only hope at this point. That's what's gonna make it. As long
as it's a good game, man. Yeah. I don't want a blowout, and I don't want like a low scoring, sloppy, which it very well might be because of the weather.
It might become that.
Yeah.
That might be our only hope for a good game.
I don't know. That would be a silver lining to the same matchup we've seen. Is just like a good game to show why they're the best two teams. You know.
Yeah, and that's I guess all we could really ask for.
True.
At the end of the day,
we don't ask for much.
Yeah.
I'm a simple guy.
But yeah,
I just like to watch 20-year-olds beating themselves senseless and not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm a simple guy.
And I mean, looking forward to next season.
I don't like that. I want to make it clear. I don't like that.
Yeah, neither do I, for the record. Yeah. So it's 2019. The next season is a long way away. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
I don't either, man.
Yeah. I mean, I might die in between. I mean,
if I die,
I can.
If I mysteriously turn up dead.
It's because college football didn't come back soon enough.
That, and I want you to look into Urban Meyer and see what he's got hiding. He might have murdered me.
I'll check in with him. Yeah. Like, Urban, is this a real interrogation room? No, not so many words, but Urban, what do you know about Eamon Shannon? Was that one of my assistants?
I don't recall. Was that one of my assistants?
Is that another assistant?
What did he do now?
Wait, you know Eamon?
I don't recall. I don't recall. Yeah. I've got memory loss. Sometimes.
Well, he did have that cyst in his brain. I guess that's
convenient.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess that's the one thing he overcame this season.
Yeah, sure. He overcame some headaches.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I know. That's how I feel about the end of the college football season.
Same.
Tomorrow night, 5 p.m. in our backyard in Santa Clara at Levi Stadium.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
If anybody wants to Venmo us money for a couple of tickets, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go. I don't care. It's probably gonna be wet and cold though.
Yeah. We'll spend the day at Great America, and then we'll hop over the parking lot to Levi's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like maybe that's why they're not selling tickets, because who wants to sit in the rain?
Who wants to sit in that stadium at all? I mean,
well, and also who wants to watch the same matchup again?
You go to you go to the stadium and just hang out inside at like Michael Mina or whatever they've got going on inside, whatever 5-star restaurant is inside Levi's.
If there's no Michelin star, I'm not interested.
Yep, this is now the college football preview / fine dining awareness podcast. Third
Stadium
show.
fine dining.
Yes. Only the finest.
Yeah. But yeah, it's 2019. We've got another season at the end of the year, roughly. Mm-hmm. Tune in August. I expect it to be about as good as this season. Maybe Brian Kelly will finally get fired, and that might be.
That'd be great.
Next season.
I wish that'd be so nice.
Yeah. Expect USC to be bad. Expect Bama to be good.
Yeah.
Expect Clemson to be good.
Yeah.
Expect
Cal to get my hopes up and then ultimately come crashing down.
Yeah, that too. But, expect Ohio State to actually hang in there, because guess who they just got? Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, from Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah. Expect Jim Harbaugh to not have a quarterback still.
Oh yeah, expect him to absolutely not have a quarterback and probably not make a bowl game.
Expect this is fun.
Yeah. What else?
Expect Florida State to sink further into the swamp.
Oh yeah. They may have like 2 wins next year.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It could be bad.
Expect Mark Richt to come out of retirement 2 weeks into the season and seize control of the University of Miami football team from what's his name?
Manny Diaz.
Manny Diaz in a bloodless coup, or a bloody coup.
Or a bloody coup.
Yeah.
Yeah, expect Miami to be mediocre.
Yeah.
Expect Florida to flatten out. They're not going to get any better. I think we've reached
plateaued.
We've reached a plateau for the next at least
three loss team at number 9 or wherever they were.
Yeah, they've plateaued for the immediate future. We'll see what happens.
Expect Wisconsin to get as high as like number 7.
Oh yeah, to almost win the division again.
Behind a line of 350-pound guys and a good running back whose name you won't remember.
Yep. And then they'll not make the Big Ten championship game because it's not in the cards for them. Expect Northwestern to be good again.
Yeah.
But great? I don't know.
Go you nerds.
Yeah.
Expect Texas to proclaim themselves back and then suffer a heartbreaking upset in the middle of the season.
I fully expect that. I'm thinking Baylor. Who are you thinking?
Oh man, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could totally see that. Those guys were pretty dejected after that bowl game. Though.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the Pac-12? Expect Oregon to not make the Pac-12 championship game. Wow. Sorry.
Expect J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to return for a 7th year of eligibility for Stanford. Feels like he's been there for like 10 years, man.
Oh yeah, no. Expect Stanford to lose 5 games again. Yep.
And
expect USC to maybe not make a bowl game like we were saying earlier.
I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Expect
the fighting Herms to keep fighting.
Expect Mike Leach to wear an eye patch during a game or something weird.
I think that'll be for his final year. If he's gonna get to retire there, I think that's when he'll do it.
Dude, I loved the one day of rumors after Richt retired of they'll go after Mike Leach. I'm like, give me Mike Leach in Miami, I want it. Mike Leach just like strolling South Beach in a fucking parrot shirt or something. Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
He'd have so many bizarre fashion choices for the Miami weather, because in Washington State it's cold all the time, so he just is like draped in jackets. But yeah, I don't expect him to go anywhere anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either.
Expect Washington to finally be bad because Jake mediocre Browning's finally gone.
Do you think they're gonna be worse without him?
Yeah, I think they'll somehow get worse.
That could happen.
He kind of hangs them in there just barely. It's like
and they were kind of coasting this year on a still good defense, but not as good as the last few years.
Yeah. All right, we got to wrap up.
All right.
Expect to see you next year.
We'll be back on our bullshit next year.
Yep. It's been lit.
Peace.
John.
Amen.
Out.